Sorry, we're live now. Apologies. So the first bill before you is House Bill 586. This is a bill that authorizes county boards of library trustees to have a student member on their board. There is an amendment which this does not require that they have such a student member, but authorizes them to. If they choose to, they should choose a high school senior or junior who's in good standing, and they will serve 1 year, and it provides for the terms of their service in the bill. There is one very small amendment, which is to allow a homeschooled student to serve additionally, which is the current practice of the Anne Arundel County Board of Library Trustees.
So just to recap, the bill is going to add a student member. The amendment would provide that that member could be a homeschool student, correct?
That's correct, sir.
All right. So this that's the bill and the amendment. Is there any motion on the amendment?
I have one real quick question. I want to make sure I heard it correctly, if that's okay.
Can I get that on the once we make the motion and then when we had discussion on the amendment?
Sure.
Move favorable on the amendment, Mr. Chair.
Thank
Second.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Motion has been moved and properly seconded. Delegate Long, question.
Yeah. Did I hear that the amendment made it from a shall to a may?
No, sir. The amendment just allows, it's still a may, it allows kids enrolled in homeschool instruction to be members of the board.
So they have to have a board. They have to have a student on the board.
No, they're not required. It's authorizing, not requiring.
Okay, thank you.
Authorizing, okay.
So it may be a student on the board. That student may be homeschooled.
That's what I said. Thank you.
Any additional discussion? Delegate Pastor.
What happens if they choose at any given time, any given year, not to have a student on the board? Are they going to then amend? Okay. Are they going to amend their vote count, or are they saying that the students, I missed something, that the students don't vote? They just sitting on the board?
It's up to each library system to decide if they want to allow the student to vote. They can set their own policies to allow them to vote, or to set policies that they can only vote on some matters.
Well, I have that. I'm asking about the vote count. As we know in Baltimore County, that student vote is important, and they hold on to 7, even if there are only 10 people on the board. So that's my question. Are they gonna change what their majority is, or will the student not be a part of them counting in terms of votes?
It doesn't sound like the bill would provide us being prescriptive in that way, but rather that the local jurisdictions, when they set whatever their policies are, they would have to answer that question. I think it's a good question. It's just not a question that's before us in this moment. We would leave it to the local.
Oh, okie dokie. Thank you. Thank you.
Delegate Eversole?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Just clarification. I don't think it's going to make my decision for me, but when they put a student on the board and they decide whether they're voting or not, can they stratify that? Like, you can vote on this, but not on that? I mean, it would allow them to do that. Okay, thank you.
Any additional discussion? Seeing and hearing no additional discussion, we have a motion that has been moved and properly seconded. We will go to a voice vote. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Seeing and hearing no opposition or abstention, the amendments are adopted. Is there a motion on the bill?
Move favorable as amended, Madam.
I'm so grateful for you, Chair Eversole. Is there a second?
Second.
Bill has been, as amended, has been moved and properly seconded. Any additional discussion on the bill? Seeing and hearing none, we will go to a voice vote. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The bill is passed, and we'll go to full committee with a favorable recommendation. Alistair, ready for the next bill?
Yes, sir. The next bill is House Bill 1052, Maryland School for the Deaf, Membership of Board Trustees alterations. This bill reduces the number of Board of Trustees member that serve the Maryland School for the Deaf from 19 to 13 members and reduces increases, I'm sorry, the number of members who are deaf from 6 to 7, giving deaf members a majority on the board.
And this is a bill from our vice chair. There are no amendments. Is there any discussion? Or we'll take a motion on the bill if there's no discussion.
Move favorable.
Second.
Thank you for the motion and proper second from Ebersol and Delegate Mercury North. Any discussion once again? Seeing and hearing none, all in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstentions? Assuming Delegate Mercury North's hand raises an aye, then the bill.
Yeah, it is
the bill-
lagging.
AI does that. It puts a hand up if you raise your hand in a certain
Yeah,
way.
let me fix that. Today.
The bill is passed clean. Moving to our third and final bill, Mr. Alistair.
Yes, sir. This final bill is House Bill 1182. This is a bill sponsored by Delegate McCaskill on student elopement and locative devices. There are some amendments which minorly tweak the bill as it came in. It is limited to students with IEPs. There's a requirement that the locative device not record any students or school personnel while the student is in a school setting. And there is a requirement that MSDE, when issuing guidance on having locative devices in schools, that advice is not and may not be construed as legal advice about the federal administration of federal law.
Delegate Ebersol.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I know that this is enabling, but can you go over the circumstances under which a device is decided to be used with a student, and also who bears the cost if they do?
Yeah, the devices are voluntary. So we're in a circumstance, first off, where the parent is, well, let me look at the bill. It says that the student, parent or guardian provides written consent that the student's voluntary use, they provide written consent to the student's voluntary use and the school's monitoring of the student's location. So again, this is a circumstance, first and foremost, where it's their device. I believe in the legislation, it provides also that a prohibition from, if you go down to page 4 on the bottom, nothing in this subsection may be construed to require a school to provide, purchase, reimburse, manage, or monitor a locative device, and it or require a parent to use one as a condition or provision for any service or for the student to go to the school. So I hope that answers your question. So a
little bit, if I could just tweak it, if you don't mind. Just
sure.
Once they agree, would the school system pick it up or the parents pick it up? And I ask because this allows parents who have more money to have one, okay? Whereas a student who is in a family with not as great a means to have one. So is it either or is it definitely the school system?
No, I think, and Alice, if you could just correct me, my understanding is that it is it's on the parents to maintain, manage all of the things. It's just merely a matter of giving the school access to the locative devices information, and we provide in the amendment some restrictions from a standpoint of like privacy.
So I'm not going to get in the way today because this is a good bill, but I think we should look at ways to possibly allow students who don't have the means to afford them, if they're interested, to afford them somehow.
I don't think the bill prohibits that. I think if a school wanted to provide locative devices, they could. It's just authorizing them to adopt policies to do it and to including policies for parents to provide them.
Yeah, still the same comment, if they're gonna be out there, but not for now. That's a sidebar conference topic to discuss. So I can get it out.
Yes, sir. Well, we thank you for that commentary.
Yes.
Very important. Any additional discussion, and then we'll take a motion on the bill.
I have one question.
Yes, sir. Delegate Long.
Okay, I thought he said something about that the school would not be required to have a device to monitor. Am I correct?
Right.
Yes.
Go ahead, Allison.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. Yes, sir. This is authorizing, not requiring schools to adopt policies for locative devices. It's just giving guideline requirements for if they do adopt a policy, they have to get parental consent and follow various restrictions.
Okay, what I was thinking, and I was just thinking, if the child has a device on them and the school doesn't, then they would be required to have some type of way of monitoring the student. Am I correct?
If
Repeat
they
that.
have a device and the school has not adopted a policy, I don't think this law would be germane. I don't think the school will be able to actually gather any of that information or anything.
Well, that's what I was questioning. All right, I'm good with it. I mean, I just was wondering how that would work. Thank you.
Any additional discussion? May we have a motion on the amendments?
Move favorable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Delegate
Second.
Eversol. Thank you for the second, Delegate Miracle North. The amendments have been moved and properly seconded. Any additional discussion on the amendments? Seeing and hearing none, voice vote. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. The amendments are adopted. Is there a motion on the bill?
Move favorable as amended, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. The bill has been, as amended, has been moved and properly seconded. Any additional discussion on the bill? Seeing and hearing none, we'll go to a voice vote. All in favor, please say aye or raise your
Aye.
hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? No abstentions? Hearing and seeing none, the bill as amended will go to the floor. You guys are so great. Thank you, Delegate Eversol, for your emotions.
It's your tremendous leadership, Mr. Chair. There it is.
That is all we have for today. I think y'all know that we do not have floor today, so please stay home, be safe, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful evening.
Cheers, all.
Bye.